So I was talking to Peter, and although in the fourth way, they talk about this self-remembering and remember yourself, it's actually hard to do that if we don't have some kind of a sense or a glimpse or some kind of felt taste of what the self is, the self being the being. So what the other words we used to talk before, to sense the presence that we are, or to become aware of this which is aware. And so without that, then self-remembering is a form of like mindfulness or witnessing, which is still very good. It's very good. So it's more like being here now and observing thoughts, feelings, and coming back to a present. This is very good, but it doesn't go to the actual self-remembering. So and that's what I spent years doing, this awareness application, which had benefits, but you can still remain as believing that's a personal me awareness and limited. So I actually wanted to do together the Ramana Maharishi self-inquiry a little bit today. Because the Ramana Maharishi was designed to elicit or bring our, to elicit, to look into direction of that which we are. So it's hard to remember oneself if we don't have an idea of the self. But if we already have an idea or a felt sense of the aware presence, then self-remembering actually means to come back to that, remember being that, or it would be more like self-abiding, so to say. So actually I wanted to do the Ramana thing, and I wanted to just say a little bit first rather than explain when we do the meditation, because some of you may not be familiar with it. Ramana Maharishi. And there's wonderful videos and about that. But in a nutshell, the practice was like that. First of all, one still needs to quiet the mind a little bit and become more aware, drop in and settle. I'm going to explain a little bit, and then we are going to go into it and have some time. So one still needs to kind of settle into the now and do whatever you need to do to kind of allow the mind to quiet and be more here, aware of the thoughts, the feelings, the sounds. So one is in the present, as mindful as possible. So one is already in a more meditative space. And then the Ramana Maharishi was that as one is quiet like that, one throws this inquiry or throws this statement, like whispering or out loud, like this, like, who am I? There was the teaching to ask, who am I? Another alternative variation to this question is, what am I? Or a more contemporary variation from Rupert, which I appreciate, because maybe who am I, what am I might have been overused or gets a little too philosophical. Another option would be to ask the question, what is aware right now? They are all the same question, basically. Or, yeah, or what is hearing these words right now? Or what is aware of this sensation right now? So anyway, but the traditional question was like, who am I or what am I? And the instruction was to throw this in, but to know that we are not looking for an intellectual answer, like an interview, like who are you? Oh, I'm Mihai, or we are not asking the mind somehow. We are not asking the mind. We're not trying to figure out even answers like, so the answers that may come could be, so we ask the question and then we just wait, a little bit like in the KI, a little bit like in Killer Bee inquiries, where you throw this question and then just wait and see what may stir. So that's kind of the type of inquiry. It's not a, what am I? So it's more like an inquiry in that way. And the answer could be anything from, I'm Mihai, or I'm a man, or I'm European, or I'm white, or I'm a psychotherapist, or it can get more subtle, like I'm a spirit, or I am a divine child of God, or I am consciousness itself. Yeah. So the idea is that whatever comes up, to just notice and know that that's a thought. Whatever comes, it's just a thought. Yeah. So it is to just throw the question and just sit and observe what the mind will bring. And whatever comes, to know that, hey, this is like a thought that just came, and to see that, I am aware of this thought. This thought is not aware, so I'm not this thought. And to let it drop, and ask again, what am I? And see what comes up. Another helpful question is, let's say, the answer comes like, oh, I'm whatever, I'm XYZ. Another question would be to say, okay, to whom does this thought appear? Right? Because there's XYZ appeared. To whom does the thought appear? And even if things come like, oh, I'm me, I'm me. Okay, what am I? So keep kind of turning. Somehow the mind will shoot all kind of birds and things on the screen, and to watch and let it fall. Yeah. So the idea is that the mind cannot know. Also, it can be stuff in the body. Maybe we ask the question and some stuff may come in the body. The idea is whatever comes to witness, allow, and yeah. So that may, for some people, especially if you are very, very interested in the question, there's this mysterious effect on it. So, and sometimes throwing this question, there's no answer in the mind, nothing comes, and that in itself is interesting. So that's what I wanted. And to catch up, Peter, I was saying that to strengthen or deepen the so-called practice of self-remembering will be a little bit different if we have some experiential answer to this question. Otherwise, it may be more of a mindfulness application. All right. Well, make yourself comfortable. And I do want initially to have yeah, just the usual dropping in. The eyes open or the eyes closed, as you wish. Experiment with both. Notice any areas of tension in the body and see if we can give more and more the weight of your body, giving it to gravity. Relaxing the face, muscles, eyeballs. Even the weight of the hands resting on the lap or wherever they rest. Letting the body be completely passive. And this may take some time to unwind from the day. And bringing more awareness to the process of breathing. Just noticing the breathing for a few minutes. Without allowing ourselves to be taken in the past or the future in the mind. Though thoughts are natural, and noticing them, coming back to being aware of breathing. It could be images, voices, songs playing. Notice and return, bringing attention, alertness the process of breathing, also trying to enjoy it more. And try to notice as thoughts, you catch yourself that somehow merging the thought, and you're aware of it. Notice how it collapses by itself. Like the thought that you are aware of, it just disintegrates. And there is a little bit of period with no thought before the next one comes. Be interested in that interval. And we can now shift this attention from the breathing, noticing, hearing, noticing sounds in the present. And again, using the hearing as an anchor, so we are not blown into daydreaming. And hearing sounds as if you are a newborn, free from interpretation, the eyes open or closed. And each time you catch yourself be drifted, just rejoice that you caught it. You're aware that you checked out, you checked back in. Now shift your sense of awareness towards more like the posture, different sensation of sitting. Just notice if you have any muscle effort or tensions that are not necessary for relaxing in the chair. Just noticing and allowing it to relax more and more. Noticing the contact with the chair, sit bones, the back. Sensations of the hands touching. The back of the hand, elbows touching, armchair. Just here and now. Everything else is not urgent. And bring your awareness now towards the inner body, like in the chest, the belly, the throat, the frontal line. And notice any kind of energies or tensions, agitation, mysterious knots or feelings, even if they are not clear what they are. And fully allowing them completely, giving them full freedom to free float, to be. You don't need to calm it or change it. Yeah, notice also if there's some part of the body that's some localized energy. Just keep welcoming it. Every emotion or energy, as Master Buddha would say, Just see, it's not I, it's not me, it's some energy, some emotion, arising and passing. And now we don't need to focus on one channel over the other. And simply noticing globally the flow of these little eyes or perceptions, thoughts, feelings, sounds. Like watching the waves. Don't get into the waves. And try also with the eyes open. If you are just with the eyes closed, play both sides. Noticing whatever may arise. As we quietly throw this within. And actually trying to look there, trying to actually look and check what is aware of this voice and of this breath right now. What is aware right now? It's not like in school, the why, the what question. We are so like something comes up and we say it. It's not like in a primary school. It's an invitation to check and to almost try to find, detect. Turning the beam of attention, instead of going out, exploring its origin. To whom do these thoughts and feelings appear? To whom? Or to what? Whatever arises, just see that it's some thought or something. And are you that label? Or are you that which is perceiving? And you can even, whisper this to yourself. It's good that you asking this. Who am I? Who am I? And Ramana would say, whatever arises, whatever it is, sound, thought, feeling, whatever arises, be interested in that which is aware of it. What is aware of this body? And that which is aware right now, where is it? Which means, where am I? Not as the body, but where am I? What is I? And know that whatever concept arises now, it's not you. You are aware of it. And for the last few minutes, let go of any questioning or seeking or doing. Let us just be knowingly whatever we are. Sensing this aware openness that is here. And if you have not done it already, kind of get used to the idea of opening your eyes, eyelids, and glancing around the room. Thank you.